All right. It's time, guys. It is time for the grand final. I don't think I need to change any of the scenes. We were just doing a silly game mode on stream just because I wanted to give people a chance to tune in. I didn't want to just go live and immediately have the finals. So anybody who is just tuning in today and didn't see yesterday's stream, the reason why we're straight into the grand finals today is because we did the entire quarterfinals and semifinals yesterday, and then Lethamyr had to go. He's currently at GexCon. I don't know what GexCon is. If I move my... Well, you can see if I turn off my face cam. There's his name, Lethamyr at GexCon. And like I said, I don't know what that is, but that's where he is. That's the LAN, I guess. And they've been kind enough to let him use a setup on stage while they're getting ready just to play the finals, which we very much appreciate. So big thanks to them. And quite a storied journey to the grand finals from both of them, with 2 best-of-5s going all the way to Game 5 for Lethamyr. And I should probably say right now that you shouldn't be watching this if you've not seen the rest of the tournament, because I will be actively spoiling this with the story of the tournament up until now. BO5, I'm going to say to these guys, because that is what it is. And we're using Manfield Knight. I would love to use the new Champions Field, but Lethamyr's setup that he's currently on, it was pretty high on the core temperature if he plays on Champions Field, so we're not going to use Champions Field. I know a lot of you are going to ask for that. We will use Manfield Knight just to give Lethamyr's PC that he's using a bit of an easier time. But this is the grand finals that we've all been waiting for. Lethamyr took 10 games to get here. 5 games going all the way against Garrett G, or against JNAP, sorry, and then another best of 5 going all the way against Garrett G in the semi-finals. Dappur's journey started off a little bit easier against... Oh, what a save by Dappur. That dodge was pixel perfect. But like I was saying, his journey started off a lot easier against Torment. Not to diminish Torment's performance at all. They were close games, but a 3-0 series nonetheless, and Dappur always looked in control. He had a bit of a harder time against Squishy Muffins in the semi-finals, though. So both of these guys had to work really hard just to get here. Unfortunately, for the loser, though, they will be going home with nothing. And Dappur is up against his most feared opponent in the entire tournament. Although he had a close series of Squishy, Lethamyr is the player that Dappur hates playing against the most. So it's going to be interesting to see how their styles match up. Dappur just really gets frustrated when he plays against Lethamyr. He doesn't know how to win 50-50s against him. Lethamyr always mixes up his kickoff really well. That messes with Dappur's momentum, and it messes with his, ability to just stay in the zone and operate at full performance level. Good start, though, for the Fro. Chance to get a second goal here. Lethamyr swats that to the side. Dappur already throwing in quite a few little wave dashes just to accelerate into position without using too much boost. And for the second time, Lethamyr going way high with a throw, and he will get punished this time. He's going to have to be very careful. He can't be throwing into the crossbar from close range against Dappur and expect to come out victorious. 2-0 for Dappur, who is certainly the crowd favorite and I believe the tournament favorite at this point in most people's eyes. But do not forget, the last time that these two played on my stream, it was Lethamyr who was victorious. He came out on top in a best of 5, and this is a best of 5 today. So similar story. Look at the stiff camera of Lethamyr, making it a little bit difficult for him to spot Dappur's line of approach, and Dappur's going to abuse that, stay way out of sight, and then look at how he aligns himself with his opponent as he is approaching that challenge. Dappur is making sure to stay opposite Lethamyr the entire time so that Lethamyr can't fake him. Even if Lethamyr went for a fake there, Dappur would have hit the ball regardless, because he's flipping straight through the ball in the direction of his opponent. Lethamyr going for an air dribble. He knows he's down. He has to take more risks. Dappur with another great save. And he's going to make a scrub killer-esque transition into attack. 4-0 for Dappur. Great start here. And by the way, no, if you think donating here to Marbo in the prize pool, then I'm going to put it in the prize pool. I'll be donating to Marbo myself, but if you're too lazy to go to a GoFundMe just to donate to Marbo, then please do not donate to the prize pool either, because I'm not going to take it out. I've already said this multiple times throughout the tournament, that all donations will go to the prize pool, with no exceptions. I've been informative enough in that regard to, I think, justify that fact. Surprised that Dappur let the ball fall so far there before going for a shot, and he's given Lethamyr a chance to punish him. Oh, well played by Dappur there. Lethamyr was looking for Dappur as Dappur was looking for the demo, but he could not find him on the approach. Wicked backflip shot by Dappur, though. Whoa, okay, Dappur, calm yourself, hen. Look at that. Single touch, and then he rips it bar down and into the net. That is one of the best backflip shots I've ever seen, on the volley no less. And he was still in position to follow up, even if it did not cross the line with the initial shot. Dappur with a great read, knowing the ball's not on target there. He's got Lethamyr in his sights. He drops the ball a little bit carelessly, though. That was strange of Dappur to lose control in that position. He had vision of his opponent. He knew Lethamyr had no intention of challenging early. Oh, but Dappur's speed is taking Lethamyr out the game once again. 6-1, the Brazil beckons in game one. Great start here for Dappur against the player that he hates playing the most. Pull shot from Lethamyr. Doesn't get the best outcome though, because Dappur is still on the ball. And notice Dappur that time opting to throw the ball much earlier than his last approach, because this occasion Lethamyr was in his blind spot behind the ball. So just to avoid any challenge sneaking in there from the Canadian, Dappur throws it early. Blind jump over his opponent though. Dappur is definitely playing some top tier 1v1 Rocket League at the moment. Very, very bad news for Lethamyr. He's playing on a new setup. He, I'm sure, was really hoping that Dappur was going to start shakily here. And I don't hate that Lethamyr went for a shot on that rebound. It was a bit of an awkward one with the ball coming off the inside of the crossbar. Lethamyr, great 50-50. That was pretty much the only way he could score it in this position. After his first touch was so heavy, he did really well. Look at how he just leans forward barely enough to block that clear by Dappur. Rip Brazil, but certainly not rip Dappur's chances here. He is still very much in control. Even the goals that Lethamyr has scored, Dappur has been there to attempt a save. But Lethamyr's best attempts can't keep this glorious fake out from Dappur. Oh, the no effort fake. Dappur just drives right by. Doesn't even have to try a pump fake to get Lethamyr to fly past the ball. This is not looking good for Leth. He's going to have to make some big changes to his defensive strategy right now. Dappur having a pretty high conversion rate in terms of chances to shots and in terms of shots to goals as well. Great ratios across the board. Looking at 9 shots and 7 goals. That's really, really up there for 1v1. Dappur there going for a bump, but getting bumped himself. He needs to be careful now because he's lost the boost and all of his momentum in the process. Lethamyr is getting closer and closer, but as he lets the ball bounce closer, the ball also bounces lower, making it more difficult for him to get a good shot out of that position. And even if this game doesn't, or even if this grand finals doesn't go to game 5, we've already had more game 5s in the NA tournament than we did in the EU tournament, which might come as a surprise to you guys. Oh, Dappur expecting a low bounce, and it does go high. Lethamyr won't be able to come back regardless, though. It was only a matter of padding the stats a little bit more for Dappur there. He's just completely outpaced Lethamyr in game 1. Lethamyr needs to step up the pace, needs to step up the aggression. He needs to be a little bit more tricky, try to get inside Dappur's head a little bit, just like Squishy did to Lachinio in round 1. Because right now, nothing seems to be working for him. It's also very bad news that that last ground shot that he did attempt just about 30 seconds ago was as slow as it was. Lethamyr not striking the ball cleanly does not bode well for the rest of this series. And yeah, the prize pool, remember, is in British pounds, which means it's just shy of $1,800 total, with the half of that going to the winner of this series, and the other half going to the winner of last week's European 1v1 tournament. Is Johnny still going to have the winners play together against each other? Well, not today. I would love to do that, but unfortunately today I have to go catch a flight. I'm going to be leaving in exactly 50 minutes to go to the airport, so I don't have any time after this series to cast another 1v1 series. This is pretty much the only time that we could do this, because we were unable to finish the tournament yesterday. Lethamyr's convention center that he was at was closing, and he had to leave at 8:30 Eastern. I believe it was 8:30 Eastern. And yeah, that did mean that we were not able to finish the tournament, unfortunately. So Dappur has been kind enough to wake up at 9 in the morning just to play for you guys. So I really appreciate these guys taking the time to come and play for us, put on a show. Especially, I know Dappur's not been having a lot of fun with 1v1s recently, but we all have so much fun watching him as he's just one of the best ball handlers in the game. Such control, such precision. Another deft touch, leaving himself with more than enough time to find the back of the net as Lethamyr flounders at the edge of the box. But we must show appreciation to Dappur here and to Lethamyr for continuing to put on a show for us. Great shot here from Lethamyr. Opting for a front flip flick there. And still coming out on top. It looked like the ball might just be falling off the front of his car, which usually is a death sentence for front flip flicks, as Dappur's hook shot does not pose threatening. Is this the ZSR, or the whatever you guys call it, ZSR, ZSR? I believe it is. Lethamyr favoring the light touch off the wall. And another front flip flick will make it into the back of the net. Dappur suddenly looking a bit more shaky than he did in the previous game. Dappur, albeit crushing Game 1 performance, has told us in the past that he does not enjoy playing against Lethamyr at all. Lethamyr in a dangerous shadowing position, does save the side flip shot, and he will probably get another goal on the counter. Yes, he will. Great goalkeeping by Lethamyr. We saw Dappur's plan here, fading away to the right, trying to put the ball to the left with pace. Lethamyr snuffed it out, and with a strong 50-50, it's the regular Octane, is it? Oh, okay, I thought it sounded different, but I guess it does sound different because I'm in a new setup here, or a new audio setup. What a save by Dappur! I don't know if his initial dodge forward was intentional, but he recovered splendidly. Dappur's goalkeeping has certainly been top-notch with this entire tournament in mind, but how on earth did he get a demo in Lethamyr here? It did not look like he was going supersonic. We have to look at this again. Excuse me? Do you just get demos on people more when you're dodging, even if you're not supersonic? Dappur was nowhere near supersonic there, and he was still able to get a demo. I like it. It was a good celebration. Get the goal and the demo. Lethamyr now with a long wall shot. Good first touch there by Lethamyr, and he is making sure that as he approaches that wall shot, he has an upward angle. Air demos are broken right now. Oh, air demos are apparently broken right now. Yeah, I know the flip sped him up, but it wouldn't have sped him up to supersonic. There's no way. Dappur gives Lethamyr a taste of his own medicine here. Front flip flick, bringing the game back within one. When you dodge into someone super close, it demos them. Interesting. It looked kind of odd, that's all I'm saying. It looked kind of odd. I mean, it didn't matter. This is another reason why I'm okay, I don't mind talking about it. It didn't change the outcome anyway. Dappur was able to get the ball well over the top of Lethamyr, and then the demo was after the fact. But it's just interesting to observe such things. Dappur seems like his game plan at the moment is to give Lethamyr ample space. He doesn't really mind. And look at the delayed flick, though. Lethamyr twice in a row now has been foiled by the flicking mechanics of Dappur. Not getting high enough that time. Yeah, YouTube, just for FYI. My chat is all saying hi to you, but I don't know why, because you can't read it. They're all just saying hi, YouTube. Lethamyr now trying the delayed flick of his own and a demo after the fact. I do like the Lethamyr sticking around here, trying to make it awkward for Dappur, but Dappur has come out absolutely fine. Failed on the wave dash from Lethamyr there. It won't go punished. Dappur barely getting a piece of that. But he's done well not only to get a piece of it, but get a great clear and a follow-up. 2 crossbars will deny him the lead. He's keeping the ball active around Lethamyr's goal. Lethamyr will be low on boost here, but he's still got more than Dappur might expect. Low 50-50 again snuffed out by Dappur. He's done well to stay low enough on these challenges, not letting Lethamyr go under him for free. But a delayed flick to the far post will make it into the net once again. There's been a lot of these flicks working this game. Both players opting to shadow quite close to the ball. And that's not always the best position to be in when defending against dribblers like these. Lethamyr doubles his lead with a fancy kickoff goal. You can see Dappur was way off to the side there. Look at the difference of boost that Lethamyr was able to save. Not only winning the kickoff, but also saving about 20 boost. That was really well done. Every time Lethamyr saving 20 boost. Pay attention to that. Dappur not saving as much, so should Dappur come out second best on the face-off itself, he will be in a disadvantageous situation because Lethamyr has the boost advantage. Dappur going to chase Lethamyr down here. Gets the demo and he's going to have an open net. Great job by Dappur. Lethamyr on the run. He knew that this was coming, but there was nowhere for him to go. He had no boost and Dappur was always gunning for him. Still 1 goal in it. Lethamyr seems to have been leading by a goal this entire game almost. 1 or 2 perhaps. Lethamyr correcting his alignment before going for the second jump. Made sure to get the fast aerial in the correct direction, but he's left his net a bit open. Dappur misses on the power shot, courtesy of not using ball cam. And Lethamyr saying what Lethamyr does best. He's just getting more and more annoying touches on the ball. Dappur wants to come in and take the possession, but Lethamyr is wasting seconds off the clock before giving it to him. Single jump and the second jump for the pop will tie the game. Great mix-up by Dappur. It's a bit more of an aggressive move this time, as his recovery is nowhere near a position that will be able to follow up a clear ball from Lethamyr. Should he get it? Is Lethamyr going to get another face-off? No, he misses on the power that he would have needed. Sticking around though, and Dappur again refusing to dodge in his own defensive corner. Lethamyr's still here. He's getting Dappur to use a lot of this boost, which he picked up about 10 seconds ago. Oh, Dappur's left the net wide open. And he drops the whoops in the chat. He knows exactly what he's done. He would have had time to make it back there, I think. It was a close one. But now with 21 seconds remaining, Lethamyr is looking to tie up the series. He's looking to take a 2-goal lead again. How many times has he done this? A simple win on the face-off, and he has enough boost left after the fact to get the race to the ball in his favor. Dappur needs to start saving a little bit of boost on face-off if he wants to contest Lethamyr in these situations. He did not have enough there to beat Lethamyr to the ball, but now he does. There we go, a little bit of that boost preservation from Dappur. Keeping 14, a great landing on the other boost pad as well after the fact. He had 26 after conveniently landing on the right-hand side. Well, this is not ideal for Lethamyr. Dappur will get one last possession. It's an awkward one though, the ball has bounced up. Lethamyr going to make this very hard for Dappur to score. One of the best ball carriers in the game is going to have to do what he does best, but Lethamyr shuts him down. No more than 2 seconds into 0-second time. And we do have a tie series here. Best of 5 has become a best of 3. Lethamyr getting more shots than Dappur in that game. He's not playing defensive here. He decided that he'd sat back a little bit too much in the first game. He gave Dappur too much space to play with, and in game 2, a lot of successful challenges in the midfield, but more importantly, Lethamyr showing us just how good he is at time wasting. He had the lead for the majority of that game, and he was just wasting so much of Dappur's time, especially in Dappur's own defensive corner. Lethamyr just boxing him in there, not letting him leave. And Dappur with a very aggressive turn will get punished. Lethamyr's up again with a very simple looking goal. He was already turned down facing the ball as Dappur was making his U-turn. So strange that we see Dappur making that little lapse of concentration. He did not look behind him to check what Lethamyr was doing, and now a simple mechanical misplay by Dappur. He does recover from it, but he looks like he's second guessing himself now, does Dappur. And that first touch sideways, probably not what he was intending when he thought through this attack in his head. Dappur needs to recalibrate. He had a great game 1, but it's been all Lethamyr in game 3. Dappur's going to give himself what a save, but honestly, this was a great shot from Leth. Starts off with a bounce dribble and just booms the flick right underneath the bar. Dappur is in a lot of trouble right now. He has had very bad possession accuracy at the moment. Oh, he's so close, but so far. Can he finish? Yes, he can. This is more like the Dappur that we're used to seeing. Confidence from close range, trying to rifle the ball in from well inside Lethamyr's box. Dappur is certainly not done yet, but he's going to have to be so careful. Lethamyr continues to threaten on face-offs. Dappur, great mechanics to get that ball to the safety. Well, look at the side flip from Lethamyr to secure that boost. He's taking every single boost, big and small, on the left-hand side of the field. Dappur making a circuit on the inside to get boost back into his hands. Oh, Dappur has to be so careful, and he's not. Lethamyr successfully demos him. Another chance for Leth, and he will take it. Continuing to be so accurate with these throws, but that was an unforced error by Dappur, it has to be said. There was no reason for him to drive in such a dangerous line to grab that boost. It was not a necessary risk, but a risk that he took. But he's come out on top here. He does have a chance, and he's put it on net and scored. Dappur, every time he's been down by 2, has had an immediate response. Getting right underneath Lethamyr, denying the wave dash. As Leth is trying to wave dash to the corner boost. Getting that burst of speed with the wave dash as he comes down off the wall, and then a second burst of speed from dodging forward. Good power by Dappur, setting up the rebound. Oh, he's hit the bar and then the post. So close by Dappur. He'll feel like he should have scored, as the initial shot was exactly what he was hoping for. But Lethamyr continues to be so accurate with these throws. This is deadly. 4 out of 4 from Leth. Timing to perfection. As soon as Dappur moves a muscle forward, Lethamyr is already throwing the ball at the crossbar. And this time, notice he did it from a far enough range that even though it did not go in on the first shot, he had adequate positioning to follow up with another shot. He wasn't already landing in the goal. This is a great backflip pop by Dappur once again. Dappur saying that Lethamyr hit this on his screen. It was exceptionally close. It was exceptionally close. I think that with Lethamyr's initial trajectory, he was going to make contact with the ball. His dodge looked a little bit strange, though. I don't know why he dodged in that particular direction. Both players agreeing that it looked like Lethamyr hit the ball, but it certainly didn't look like Dappur hit the ball here. Clean whiff, going to give Lethamyr the 2-goal lead again. Dappur getting a bit afraid of another flick. It shows that Lethamyr is well inside Dappur's head at the moment. Dappur needs to be a lot more solid in defense. He needs to go back to the game 1 goalkeeping that we saw, and his shot is lacking as well. Both players certainly not showing the same accuracy and power as Squishy earlier in the tournament. For me, the best ground shooter in North America is Squishy Muffins, as he showed us yesterday night. Consistently deadly from the edge of the box. And it's all about the confidence of his setup. Dappur always looking a little bit slower in his setup than Squishy does. But the thing that Dappur perhaps does better is his power slide turning, and his control near the ball is second to none in North America, maybe even the world. He's just got such great control. Lethamyr just doing enough there to shut the door. Remember, there is still quite a long time left here. Only 2 goals in this. Lethamyr with another low 50-50, gets it on net on the second attempt. Dappur will feel robbed that he didn't get the boost there. It was a close one, but Lethamyr comes out with it. And Lethamyr is going to choose to waste time. I like this. This is very smart by Leth. He will knock the ball forward now. I feel like he could have got inside Dappur's head a little bit more by keeping it inside his own half. But, oh, he's got the outplay that he wanted. Dappur has fallen for it. That is so impressive that Lethamyr has baited Dappur in like this. Dappur hoping against all hope that Lethamyr would think that's a fake challenge. But Lethamyr knew that Dappur was for real that time. Nobody getting the side boost. This is low econ at the moment. But Lethamyr, again, perfectly intercepting the ground shot. Not for the first time this game. And look at this strategy by Leth. Same thing again. He's just going side to side. He's making Dappur come to him. And Dappur has no idea what to do against this. He just does not know how he should approach Lethamyr in these situations. Lethamyr, in fact, getting a Goomba stomp there right as Dappur jumped. Lethamyr was immediately above him. And Dappur getting sent back down to the ground. It's a good half flip by Dappur to control the ball into the center of the field. Lethamyr, again, refusing to back down. This is a consistent aspect of his game. He is not giving Dappur space for the majority of the time. But Dappur looks as he's given up on game 3 here. Or all but given up. Lethamyr is turtling, apparently. The disrespect is real. What is Lethamyr doing? I feel like this might be a little bit early to be disrespecting a player like Dappur like this. It's a best of 5, Squishy. It's a best of 5. And this is why you don't want to disrespect Dappur. If he can score one more goal, suddenly we have a very close game, and he will score one more goal. 2 goals the difference, 16 seconds in it. If Dappur can get one more and keep the ball up, you never know. This could happen. I've seen Dappur score some ridiculous 0-second goals in 1v1 in the past. And he's won another kickoff. Bounce dribble commences, nearly gets the pop over Lethamyr. Steals the boost in the corner. Lethamyr will have to save one more shot. He's done well though. Lethamyr comes off the wall, readjusts his alignment, and he gets in the way of Dappur. That will be game 3 for Lethamyr. But I say once again, that disrespect came a little bit too early for my liking. I'm sure all of the Dappur fans that are watching will be hoping that enrages the #1 ranked player in the world. Will we see the momentum to continue into game 4? As Dappur did score the last 2 goals there, and he had a couple of other chances past that one. Absolutely roasting in Scotland today. It's about 20 degrees C. It's like a volcano outside. I've had to open the door, and that's giving me hay fever. Oh, Lethamyr has missed out on an open net, but so does Dappur. It is worth mentioning, though, that Dappur had a bit of a tougher shot there. One, he didn't expect Lethamyr to miss the open net at the other end. And Dappur would have had to read that miss very, very early to be in position with the limited boost that he did have. A couple of mistakes, though, by Lethamyr. That was another miss on the boost there. So he's missed an open net and missed a boost, but the 45-degree flick is going to put the ball way over Dappur. He's missed another open net, though. Lethamyr is choking right now. The final hurdle is causing him to stumble, and another miss hit on the ball. What is this? Lethamyr has been looking so solid the past 2 games, and now the mistakes are starting to creep in. Will Dappur be able to capitalize and give us the game 5 that we all want to see? Lethamyr going for a tight angle shot. And another one. The boost is in Dappur's favor here. Lethamyr has to be so careful. Just giving himself enough time to get back in position. And this really does show us how well Jnups and Garrett were playing, that Lethamyr is taking Dappur to the brink like this, and with placement to perfection in the bottom corner. Lethamyr baits Dappur into another 50-50 situation, but when it's Lethamyr on one side of the ball, you've got to think it's more like a 60-40 at best. Still, though, Lethamyr is not looking as clean as he did in the previous games. Good jump by Dappur. Lethamyr opting not to go for the 180 and another bump attempt. I do expect him to waste time here, even though he's only got the 1 goal advantage. This has been working so well for him. Forcing Dappur to come in has worked so well in the previous games, but now Dappur, he has had enough disrespect. He just puts his eye on the prize, goes end to end and slams it in. finally Dappur finds success with the shutting down the disrespect of Lethamyr. We're all tied up in game 4. Lethamyr is off the wall here. Dappur turning the wrong way, but Lethamyr going pretty low. Gets the demo after the fact. A bit fortunate for Lethamyr that he was able to get the demo, and would have been an awkward follow-up situation. Good save though by Lethamyr there. Dappur came barreling into that ball with force and purpose. Dappur thought about a wave dash there, but decided against it. He realized it was free anyway. Low 50-50 for Dappur will not work this time. A little bit cheeky by the throw to go for a low 50-50 without being goal side. Notice here his car is certainly not goal side of the ball. He's thinking more about getting a block on Lethamyr's clear. Should it be going left? But Lethamyr just goes right instead. There we go. Tie game once again. Dappur this time with a kickoff goal. UK is humid. Nah, UK is not humid. UK is usually quite nice. I just, I have hay fever, so my nose always runs if it's summer. And my door's open because it's boiling by my standards. It's 20 degrees C. I don't know, that's like 65 degrees F. Absolutely scorching. I can't handle the heat at all. I really can't handle it. Dappur with one more chance to take a lead, which has been evasive for the past 2 games. Oh, but he's boosted past the ball on what was an open net. Still another chance. But Lethamyr with a complete shutdown. The second cross-map dunk from Lethamyr in this game. Dappur, he wants to keep shooting at that near post. He wants to put the ball over Lethamyr's head, but every time that he tries it, Lethamyr spots it way in advance and closes the distance, blocks the shot, and in the process sets himself up for a counter-attack. More solid challenging in the midfield from Lethamyr. He sees Dappur off his line, decides to put the ball high over the blue box. This game has been deceptively quick. Only 1 minute and 30 seconds remain. Dappur has dropped the ball. He's playing keep away now, realizing the chance is no longer available. Low 50-50s are not working for Dappur at all at the moment. He comes out with boost and arguably the possession, but this is not a position that is easy to utilize. Lethamyr able to scare him away just by looking at him. And a bad save there by Dappur will mean he's not able to secure the corner boost in the back left. He's been giving so many chances here, has Dappur. Dappur has had ample chances to tie this game, but he's given away another one with a poor air roll shot. Nothing is working right now for America and indeed the world's rank 1 player. We're starting to see why he was so afraid of Lethamyr when this tournament started. He did not want to be on Lethamyr's side of the bracket, but with single elimination, he's got to beat Lethamyr at some point, and if he doesn't beat him right now, he's going to be out and done for. Demo is wide open. The goal is also available. Lethamyr avoids both and escapes Dappur's wrath on the exit also. We're into the final 15 seconds. Where has the time gone? Dappur needs to score right now. Lethamyr has kept one of the best offenses in the world at only 2 goals. And Lethamyr's threatening at the end of the game. The ball's gone in. That is 2 goals. Dappur says GG's, and he will forfeit early. Lethamyr has taken the tournament. Phenomenal defense by the Canadian. And Dappur, for the first time, is perhaps not to be considered the number 1 1v1 player in North America. Lethamyr comfortably had his number on this day, and congratulations to him. He will be taking half of the prize pool as it is seen currently in the top right hand corner of the screen. If anybody does want to make a final prize pool contribution, please do it now, because I will be closing that in exactly 6 minutes, okay? So if you want to make any contribution, do it now. 6 minutes later, it's closed. And I'll catch up on sub alerts and donation alerts and everything in that time. So now is your time if you want to contribute. I'm just going to go into Champions Field so I can listen to the audio here. There we go. There was a chance for Dappur at the end there. There was a chance But he decided it was time to call it for the day. 4 seconds, 2 goals. He only managed to put 2 past Lethamyr in the 4 minutes and 56 seconds up until that point. We will do Lethamyr versus Scrubkilla another day. We don't have time today. Like I've said already, I have to go catch a flight in 25 minutes, so I have no time to do another 1v1 cast today. I am just going to run some ads and catch up on all the alerts that I've missed. And there won't be any more games today. I'll throw some in a host in about 5 minutes once I'm done. Dappur's not toxic. Don't be silly, guys. He just forfeited. You can forfeit early in any esport. Watch any professional StarCraft game. People forfeit early every single game. They just call GG and leave. It's, pretty normal. Pretty normal. All right, ads are running. Let me just catch up on all the alerts I've missed. There have been quite a few. Where was I when I started today? All right, Buffalo, if I did shout you out, I'm just a cat. When KipJ13, we saw you. Okay, here we go. Wally Wallace 92, welcome. Florida Man RL, welcome. Zepharius, welcome as well. All new subs, I appreciate that. A94 Lem, welcome to the stream. Atarin also, welcome. Both new Prime subs. There's a lot of new Prime subs. I really do appreciate all you guys either coming back and Prime subbing or doing it for the first time. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to do that. QX commercial, 9 months in a row. Oh no, a baby already. I suspect it's a Moi boy. Well, you should probably know. If you've had a baby, you should be able to tell what gender it is. Or if we've had a baby. But thank you for the resub, QX commercial. Meatman7, thanks for the 442 to the prize pool. I'm going to donate to Marbo myself, so although you say donating here for Marbo, I'm just putting that in the prize pool because I can't be bothered subtracting from it. People are going to say, oh, why was your prize payouts not what was shown on the screen? I just can't be bothered with that. Atkins D91, welcome to the stream as well, new sub. And The Groove, Luke7219, Bcash6911, all new subs as well. So many new subs today, and also Narwhale Noah, 2 months in a row, welcome back. Bango Nutty, £6.45 to the prize pool, and Mr. Zizzy, £7.76 to the prize pool as well. And I think that is all. That is all of the alerts for the day. Yeah, and again, big thanks to Dappur for getting up early to do this and play against a player that he doesn't enjoy playing against. Dappur said many times he hates playing against Lethamyr. It's his least favorite player to play against because there's often in Rocket League rock, paper, scissors matchups or some matchups that go a certain way more often than others. For example, Scrubkilla struggles against Fairy Peak. Fairy Peak can't beat Devo. Devo can't beat Scrubkilla. That's like a trifecta where everybody beats each other. Dappur struggles against Lethamyr. Lethamyr struggles against other players that Dappur can beat more easily. And that's just how it works. And that's why I feel like random drawing a bracket is more fair, because if I do a seeded bracket, people are always going to say, you've seeded this so that player A can knock out player B, just so that player C can then beat player A later on. Yeah, I'll just get people complaining. But regardless of what Dappur wants to do, it's his decision. We're all big fans of his play. He said recently multiple times that he doesn't enjoy 1v1s at the moment. I certainly hope that, either Psyonix implements something that helps people to enjoy 1v1s more. Because if the top players aren't enjoying it, then something is definitely wrong. I think the biggest problem is not actually kickoffs. Although a lot of people will say that kickoffs are the problem with 1v1. I think that the thing that really frustrates people the most is... two things that I can think of. One of them is spawn locations from demos. They're random. People don't like random. Sometimes you feel like you got screwed over because you don't know where you're going to spawn. It's either left or right. Would it be so bad if people spawn in the back of the goal? I think it would be kind of bad for team games, but for 1v1, it would be interesting if if you always spawn in the back of the net when you get demoed. Because then there wouldn't be as many demo goals, and people don't like demo goals. Nobody really... Well, pro players hate when demo goals happen to them. When people get demo goals, it's a little bit satisfying, but I don't think it's as satisfying as it is annoying for the other player. But more importantly, and the change that I would love to see is... I would love to see a 1v1 game where there is no boost on the map, and instead you just get that regenerating boost like you get in Drop Shot. And I know you can do that with mutator settings, but that doesn't take the boost off the map. The only thing that takes the boost off the map in in a private game is unlimited boost. And unlimited boost is not good for 1v1. It's just silly. Both players are just zooming around with no thought to, slow playing, which can be interesting. But I think if boost just regenerated, then it would be fair. Both players would have the same amount of boost to play with, and it would be a battle of wits to see who can use their boost better. That's something I would love to see. And I think it would be more enjoyable for players to play. I just want to see it, basically. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. One more thank you to Luke7219 for subscribing just now. I do appreciate all the support today, guys. And yeah, I will look for somebody to host. Lethamyr was asking if I would host the tournament that he's at, and honestly, I don't think there's anybody online who I would usually host, so I'm going to ask him what the stream is. But if you do want to check this out, I don't know much about GexCon myself, but what I do know is that Lethamyr is using that location he was using it for these games. Let me just make a quick note of the prize money that was won today. So it's 1383.02 pounds. I'll figure out what that equals in dollars. I'll put this back on the screen because there's nothing happening at the moment. Look at my terrible camera settings. I better put those back as well, or else everybody's going to be wondering, what on earth are you doing? I can't remember what my exact settings were at the time. It was something like this. That'll do. Okay, I've got the link to the stream that Lethamyr was asking if I would host, but it looks like they're offline, so no point in hosting an offline stream. So we're just going to host someone else, I guess. Chat off now. There's nothing else happening, so we might as well leave it on right now. I can't get it in a place that's easily legible. I guess that's pretty legible. Update your bracket. Well, we've all seen the. I'm going to delete that the command actually. We don't need a bracket, but yeah, I've got a flight I have to leave in 17 minutes, so I'm going to stop streaming in a few minutes. Let me just look for somebody to host because, yeah, I need to go, and that stream that Lethamyr told me to host is not currently online. Oh wait, yeah. Before I go, there's one other thing I was going to tell you guys. The total prize pool in dollars, because I know that's what most of you guys operate in, is $1,783. So we're just going to make that around 18. We're just going to round it up to 1,800 to make it easier. So $900 to Scrub and $900 to Lethamyr. Making it to a note of this. There we go. All right, that is quite a lot of money. That's quite a lot of money. We'll definitely get a Scrub versus Lethamyr game in the future to work out who the best player is out of those two. I can't remember if I've seen those guys play. But yeah, lastly, yeah, thanks Toasty. Once again, check out that Marble command, guys, if you can. Give his video a watch. I definitely commend that to you. And I've got to go catch a flight because I'm going to be casting the Gfinity Elite Series this weekend, and that's going to be happening tomorrow. So check that out. It's going to be very early if you're in America. So if you're in America, you might need to catch the VOD, unless you're getting up at 7 in the morning. Or if you're online in the morning on East Coast, or very early in the morning West Coast, you can catch it. Leth is the best in NA. Well, not necessarily. It's like I said, different people have good matchup against different players. But for now, guys, I'm just going to run some ads and look for somebody to host because I need to do that to finish my stream. Well, I want to host someone. That stream that Lethamyr told me to host isn't online, so no point hosting them, like I said. But thanks for watching. Hopefully you had a good time. Thanks for tuning in a day after we initially planned to do this. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Those of you who are going to watch the Infinity Elite Series, those of you who don't, I'll see you next week. Probably going to stream on Monday. I'm certainly going to try an earlier stream on Monday because I've got to go out on Monday night. But yeah, either way, have a phenomenal weekend, guys, and catch you later.